high gain, please come up to the front desk. If you're interested in high gain, come to the front desk.
right, if you've been watching, it's been a little quiet here. I had to let my son step in and take over. But we're back. Good to be here once again. Big thank you to the sponsors that made this possible here today. And title sponsor Labatt here today. And of course, lots of local sponsorship as well.
Hey guys, if when you are done bowling your first game, can you please not move lanes until everyone has completed that game? Same goes for the others. We want everyone to start their games at the same time. So if you finish your game and everyone else is not done, do not move lanes until directed. Thank you.
So there. Yeah, thanks to my son Jason for stepping in. And not much of a talker, but he took the controls for me. I had to step away for a few moments, but yeah, please let me know, where are you watching from? Who you're rooting for? We want to give you a shout out. We want to give your bowler a shout out. The Big Money Bowl. $20,000 just for first place. Second is $10,000, third $5,000. They're hoping for a little bit more here, but there are a lot of other bowling events going on, so the timing was maybe not quite right, but I know that Jeff is already talking about doing it again next year. Still in the first game of session 3 here. And we're going to get session 2, session 3. And you can also check out our website at tvsn.ca is where you can also watch this if you don't want to watch on social media. Some other things there for you to enjoy as well. You can always check out marcinbowl.com. There's their website. Lots of information on there for you to see at Marcin Bowl. Everything about their facility, including the times, location, and the cost to have some fun here. And there we are. There's a full view in the back of my head. This is the control center here for the broadcast. And that's how we bring you this production today from the Video Show Network. You can also watch us on YouTube on the Video Show Network. Right now, looks like try to give you some different angles here as well. Trying to give you the best experience we can here today with the camera angles. Let's try that on for size. Also with a new scoring machine here, very new to Marcin Bowl, the Conquer it's called. $450,000 investment alongside a new oil machine just in time for the tournament. The oil machine that they've had for quite some time, and finally just said, no, not working anymore, about a month before this tournament. So you can imagine the, probably the anxiety that came along with, oh my goodness. And they were able to get this new Atlas machine, $70,000 investment here. But determined to keep things going. And that Jeff did, along with his partner Jen Barton and his mother, and a lot of support locally. It's great to see this event happening here in Point Edward. There's your update of scoring currently right now. Jordan Krosker, he was in the lead, and Brandon Teddy has taken that over significantly, but still opportunity. Brandon Gautier's jumped in there. Murdoch Little, Bill Rideau. A big change there. TJ Howard was up at the top, so he's had some struggles there. It's still time to come back. Art Oliver dropped down a little bit as well. And the rest. $49 bowlers on the list. If you want to stay updated yourself, you can also go to tournamentbowl.com. Range 25 to 36 there on your screen right now. It's a lot of standing. I gotta sit my butt down. Oh. Somebody was frustrated. A lot of emotion go into this kind of a tournament. You know, there's many here for fun. I'd say they're all here for fun, but there's also many that are, well, they're here for the big bucks. There's Michelle saying hello. If you want your tournament results, you can go to tournamentbowl.com. Some high games coming up a little bit later on.
Jen will be going around with 50-50 tickets. If you're interested, Jen will be going around with 50-50 tickets.
So currently in the first game of the final session, in about the 8th frame right now of this first game, first game of the third session. Going to take us over to a different view here. We've got a nice game going on in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes in a row. I'm not sure who it is, but starting in the 5th frame. It's up here on right there. Two-handed throw. I've not witnessed that before. Looking for another strike right there. And there it is. Wow. Two-handed throw down for the spare. Coming up on the left side here in a moment, we'll see an amazing game. 1, 2, 7 strikes on the board. Wow. Going into the 10th frame now for another strike. This is just incredible. I'm not sure. John's asking me, what's the cut line going to be, top what? I'm not sure. I will investigate. Oh. Coming to the 10th frame after 7 strikes and taking 9 to go for a spare now. See what the top line cut is here. I'll just you can also go to Marcin Bowles' Facebook page and message them. You might get an answer quicker there. I'm right here. This is where I'm at. There's your view from above. I'm just going to message somebody here, see if we can find out. But it's a great question. There's where things are sitting at right now, as far as the standings go for the tournament. Brandon Teddy in the top with a slight lead. Jordan 59 behind the lead there. And seeing some other names that come into play. That, yeah, let's go back to this right here. Message Jeff directly here to see if we can get some answers for you. If you're watching on our website at tvsn.ca, we do have a chat there. If you have questions, you can ask me. Just inquire. Oh, you're in the tournament, are you, John? Yeah, I've messaged Jeff, but I would say messaging Marcin Bull might get you a quicker response. Other people who have more knowledge than I do are monitoring that. So. A 246 on the board right in front of us here. Wow. Next to 234, 254, and 195. Lots of high scores happening out here. Haven't seen the perfect game yet. That's something that they're all looking for. These ones that have been around with the high scores, they're looking for it. If you get a perfect game, the first one to get a perfect game is $1,000. Day one of this big money bowl here at Marcin and Point Edward. Hello, everybody. If you're just joining, $20,000 first place on the line. $20,000. I could probably use some of that. Too bad I don't know how to bowl. Traveling from all over, as far as Calgary, Alberta here today. And why not with $20,000 sitting there waiting for you? Wow. If you're in the area, I highly recommend you come down and just watch this in person. It's just incredible to watch. Jeff Wickens will be joining us in a little bit. I'll have some conversation with him and we can get some kind of an inside story there. I did interview Jeff on my weekly show about a month ago. You can find that on my Facebook page, The Show with David Burrows, or just on my personal as well. All right, well, just so you know that I do exist, I'm not just a voice from beyond. Hello, everybody. I'm David Burrows. Welcome here to Marcin Bowl at the Big Money Bowl. $20,000 on the line, and I got to tell you, I really get an up close and personal view of everything happening here, and there's a lot of fun happening, but they're here for the money too, right? And Jeff Wickens and his mom and family and his partner Jen, and not just the financial investment here, but which is huge. You got a brand new scoring system, computerized, $450,000. A new oil machine they had to get just before this tournament, $70,000. Never mind the amount of money, $35,000 just to cover first, second, and third place, and all the other bonuses that are there as well. So if you're in the area and you want to check out something exciting, if you're like a bowling, I'm telling you, man, there's a vibe in here, and it's so much fun, but you can feel the competitiveness in the room as well. And we talked to Dave LeClaire earlier this afternoon, who's been around this for 50 years. There's some big-name bowlers that are here that he coached. A couple I went to high school with that are here still bowling. And
Just a reminder to all bowlers, when you're finished your game, please wait.
Trying to rejuvenate, if you will, or bring some more life back into the sport of bowling, which, the 70s, 80s, and even into the 90s was still very popular. So, but trying to bring some more life back into that requires a lot of effort. So Jeff has a big vision. He's a visionary guy. I've known him a long time. He's come through a lot of obstacles to get here today, along with his mom, and losing his father Brian a few years ago. That was significant to obviously the family, and he's trying to keep that legacy alive, if you will, and create something even bigger. Lake Huron Lanes originally, and then that was shut down and then tore down to go into Highway Bowl. And then Marcin's would close through COVID, and here we are. Now they own 2 bowling alleys. Really the only 2 bowling alleys left in Sarnia. So, but a lot of work, a lot of time. And Jeff with a young daughter who's 2, and I'm hearing now another one on the way. Congratulations to Jeff and Jen. But still a lot of work ahead of them, and their heart is definitely in all of this. Everything finished up on the right side right now. Coming into the second game now, I believe. Wherever you're watching from, make sure you click a follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff. As I'm here today, broadcasting to you from the Video Show Network, TVSN, offering professional live streaming services. And thanks to Jeff for, believing in what I do. And we've done a couple of things here, and I'm sure we'll be doing more, but I do live stream other events around town as well. So head on over to my website, tvsn.ca, and YouTube, the Video Show Network. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on other events that I'm able to bring to you. See if things quieted down a bit on the right-hand side there. There's the bird's eye view, the back of my head. It's a little bit of quietness here between games. They're waiting for the other bowlers to finish their games before they move on. Like, who's sneaking up on me? Are you ready? You can do it now or later. It's up to you. Yeah, okay. Later turns into later. All right. Jeff Wicken's going to come in and join us here.
Please remember to turn your score sheets into a tournament desk.
Jeff just handling some technical stuff here, and we'll have him join us. Come on in. Welcome to my home.
Cool. Your humble abode.
This is my home for the next couple of days, right?
Perfect.
We're going to put you right up in there. Let's see. What are we going to do here? I'll go with that one. All right. So now up on your screen, you should be seeing the infamous
Oh, boy.
Jeff Wicken. Say, here, we're just get that a little closer to you there.
Cool, cool.
Perfect. Thanks for giving me your time here today. I know you get, you get a lot of people tugging on you when you're here running around.
Yeah, today actually is a lot less busier than I was expecting. So
Yeah. Well, but like I know you and I talked to Dave LeClaire earlier, and he had a lot of great things to say. Roger Winter as well. These guys both been around for 50 years. But, I mean, this has really just been in your life from birth, really, with your dad. He unfortunately passed away a few years ago. But this is something that you and your mother have been able to work hard at keeping alive.
yeah. Yeah, this is, since we bought Marcin, this has been like our number one thing. We want to obviously keep people bowling.
Sure.
But we also want to put Marcin on the map for bowling.
Yeah.
And that's, why we wanted to do a $20,000 tournament.
Right. Well, and honestly, it's not even fair to call it $20,000 because that's just first place, right? Second is 10, third is 5.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So you've got all of that on the line. I've been talking all day with others and just through the broadcast. You've got a brand new top-notch scoring system, $450,000.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap.
Right. And then the oil machine, which kind of sort of you were forced into that corner, but I mean, it just had to be done, another $70,000. So it's pretty clear that you're committed to this.
Yeah, we are. Well, the scoring, that was our number one thing when we knew that we needed to replace the scoring. It was old. It had the old tube TVs and whatnot. Yeah. And for sure, we do have a lot of leagues here, but for the open bowling, the new scoring, it's just a game changer. League bowlers will deal with the old scoring.
Yeah, because they know how to.
Exactly. But this system here, it's the best.
Yeah, it just does it.
It's great. Yeah, it's very easy to use, and not just for like changing scores, and there's also other games. You can put your pitcher on there.
Yeah.
Like open bowlers. That's
kind of cool. adds to the fun
The
experience.
kids want to see that stuff.
Who doesn't like seeing himself on TV, right? I mean, take a look right there. Yeah, he doesn't like it. But and to your point, right? I mean, I do watch the screens here, and I see you've got a lot of local support here. There's some advertising that goes on there, so that helps with things. But a lot of local support came in here today. I know Labatt's is on board as a title sponsor, but talk about some of the local sponsors that just stepped in to help out.
Yeah, so some of the sponsors that are actually on the screen are on the screens. They weren't actually sponsors. They just had their Christmas party here or whatever. So I just put their logo up there. All on the masking units, they've all sponsored a league this year.
Right.
So, we want to show the appreciation to them. Labatt's did do a good sponsor.
Yep.
We had Audi London, CPAs on George Street. Manly's, the Cooperators, we do lots of business with them.
Yeah,
It's
I
great
saw
that
Fabian
they're giving
in
back.
here earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And then I was just at an event. I had to leave, come back, and he was there. He's
no
being
way.
DJ back in the day right now.
Oh, cool.
As we speak. Yeah,
That's awesome.
The Kentucky Derby's on today, so that's what he's looking after. Yeah, this is you and I did an interview on the show with you probably about a month. It's already been almost 2 months since we did that.
It's crazy.
And your mother, obviously, she's still here. Doing every day, doing her part, right?
Yep.
This is her thing as well, and I know this touches the heart for both of you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, again, we wanted to put Marcin on the map for bowling, and we have done that. Some of it's been positive, some of it's been negative.
Yeah.
But we're definitely going to do this tournament again next year. We're going to, sit down and revisit the whole structure of the tournament.
Well, it's called plan, do, review, right? You plan it, you do it, you review it, what worked, what didn't.
Yep.
And everybody can come along and give their opinions, and you take that all in. It must take you some time, not just mentally and logically to sort through that, but emotionally too. You have to try to kind of separate that sometimes and go, what's going to work best for the participants, really.
Mm-hmm. So in the end, we have been playing in this tournament for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Steve Lewicki in the pro shop here, he helped me kind of put it together 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When you did the Shamrock tournament.
Yeah, right.
We
you
sat
that.
down and we revisited it again then. It's just it just wasn't the time to do it. But in the past 8 months, we've been really putting a lot of time into this.
Yeah, well, I've been talking about that too all day, saying it's not just the financial investment, which is pretty. You don't have to be a scientist to add that all up, but your time as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you and Jen, your significant other, your partner, she's here running the restaurant bar and stuff, and you've got Lily running around who's 2 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And congratulations, you've got another one on the way.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Look at him, he's like, holy crap.
I don't know how I don't know how people do it with 2-3 kids, but we're going to have to figure it out,
You
I guess.
probably thought that the first one too, like how we're going to do this. And we just do.
Yeah, it's been something.
It's a lot of work. What's interesting though, is like you were brought up in that world, but I was here at 7:00 this morning, and then we talked about Lily, your daughter. When I came in yesterday, I was setting up, and it's like Dave, the maintenance guy, he's playing with her.
Oh yeah.
And then I think Coral came out from behind.
All the staff.
All of them. Just
yeah.
pick her up. This is another family here.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, that's right on. And Brooklyn and Shelley. And Shelley, of course, she's been here 34 years.
Yeah, she's been here a long time.
Right. You bowled earlier. I saw that.
Yeah, not too good.
Okay. Moving on. Well, you don't bowl. Do you bowl regularly in a league too? Or?
So prior to COVID, I did bowl.
Okay.
And then up until this year, I bowl every other Monday. Starting this season, I did. But it's been too busy the last couple of years. I just don't have any time. So.
Right. Well, before we let you go, I want you to talk about, I guess you did a Southwestern Ontario tour.
I did.
Of bowling alleys, and did you? I know there was some in there that you already knew, but did you meet new ones as well?
I did. We put together a list. So basically, when we started advertising the tournament, we had a lot of negative talk about it.
Okay.
There's lots of positive talk, but there's lots of negative talk. Positive talk was the money.
Right.
The negative talk was the format and how I wanted to do it.
Okay.
But, one of the main reasons we picked, say, like a house shot is we want high scores.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so the reason I started going around Southern Ontario is because we just weren't getting the entries.
Right, okay.
So I need to go and talk to people and be like,
Right.
okay, like, why are you guys not entering? Like,
what's the issue?
yeah.
Trying
So
to figure it out.
just by going around talking with people, when I went to go talk to people, there was a lot of positive things
Yeah.
that had happened. Not too many people said anything negative.
Right.
It was just to get out and talk to people.
Well, build that relationship, right?
Yeah,
and then
for
maybe
sure.
That helps with the response for next year.
Yeah, for sure. I got lots of different ideas. We're definitely going to do it again next year.
Okay.
This year, I spent a lot of time trying to get people to join the tournament.
Yeah.
We did get, again, some good sponsors, but I could have spent a lot more time getting more sponsors and made it a bigger event.
There's a lot of kind of like a bowling machine. There's a lot of moving parts.
Damn, yeah.
To what's going on to this
yeah.
thing, right? I'm not sure everybody realizes, but I think it's great that you've done it. I'm proud of you for going out and doing it. I support you. I just love seeing what you're doing, and if it's reassuring, the first day Walt Disney opened Walt Disney, they flipped the switch and everything didn't work. The roller coasters didn't work. All that, did you know that? Right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So, and then here we are. He's, so you got to start somewhere, right? So you're doing that, and you're a smart guy. You got the support of family. You got the support of the bowlers, negative or
we
not.
Did.
I mean, it's
yeah,
just
we
people's
did.
feedback, right?
100%.
And they're going to go away from here, and they're going to talk about it, and then you're just going to build from there. And I suspect, if you have your way, that we'll be standing here at least 5-10 years from now, still having this tournament and talking some more.
And hopefully it can be bigger.
Yeah.
We want bigger numbers. We want more people, and we want a bigger payout.
I was going to say, do you have a number in mind of a vision, or are you just
I'm not going there?
Not going there. Okay, I tried. It's my job, right? I tried, but he'll whisper it to me later, but he'll swear me the secrets.
Next year we'll definitely do the 20,000 again, and we're just going to figure it out.
Figure the format
and then just to, we have to have the people here. I can't, we don't want to be flipping the bill for it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But again, this year it is what it is, and I'm glad that everybody showed up, and the money it did cost us,
well, it's a start.
We're fine with it.
And it's advertising too, right? I'll tell you right now, anybody who's on Facebook, especially in this area, that doesn't know this is happening today is under a rock. Because you've spent, and actually that's one thing I'll give kudos to you as well as a social media guy myself. You've got pretty much a full-time social media manager here.
Alexa, she's been killing it.
Right, all over the place, and she knows what she's doing.
Yes,
I can
she
say
does.
that from experience myself. It's good that you recognize that. Like you're adapting to the modern world. You got to stay relevant out there. From that to the scoring machine to the Atlas to everything. And I know you got more plans, so looking forward to that.
Oh, yes.
Right on. Jeff, thanks so much
Dave,
for your time.
Thanks for your time.
Go hide in the office or something.
Actually, I'm going to go find that tall blue can somewhere.
Okay, all right. Thanks, buddy.
Cheers.
Okay, we'll see you. Jeff Wickens joining us here, and he is busy, and he's going to go relax a little. I'm glad we caught him before we didn't. There's so much that goes on in there, and I meant it when I said I really support what him and his family are doing and doing well at. You can always, there's always going to be, everybody's got their opinions, right? And there's more than one way to do this kind of thing. I wouldn't have a clue where to begin. So anybody who's taken that on deserves a round of applause, in my opinion. And like he said, his mother still here every day doing her share. And I know that I didn't want to necessarily say with him. Well, it doesn't matter. It's nothing haven't said to him before, but his mother took a little convincing. But then in the end, it's all worked out, and she's still here participating and doing her thing. So congratulations again to them on that. So cool to have Jeff stopping in here. We had Dave LeClaire, who was here earlier. And
the winner is Jim.
There you go. Way to go, Jim. And as you mentioned, thank you to the sponsors that are here today supporting. And I know Fabian, one of the sponsors, was in here earlier saying hello, and he's busy, but lots of local support that came on board to help make this happen, including Labatt's. And Labatt's has the vision. Lots of participants here today. And as well as folks who are here to support. And watch. And wherever you're watching from, let us know in the comments where you are. Be happy to give you a shout out. You can also watch this online at tvsn.ca and chat with us directly. Thanks to my son Jason, who stepped in for about an hour and a half to take care of the broadcast while I had to step out and check on something else. Trying to keep up with my messages here. I'll go see if we can bring some of those up on our screen. All right. Greg Gray, who was here earlier making comments on Marcin Bowl and Facebook page. He loves that this is happening here in Sarnia. Hope it's a yearly tournament and sure do miss it. Next year, I have to come out. I know these from a little while back, but Jim Wolfgram, who's here, and said he may step in a little bit later. Hello from behind. Just like trying to give you lots of different views here. All right, I got to step out, take a little bit of a break. But we're going to put things in autopilot mode here for you. And I'll be back to talk your ear off again. All right, well, just taking a quick break from the bowling there. Coming up in a few moments, we're going to have Dara, who is, she handles all the stats and everything here that you can see on tournamentbowl.com, and she's going to come in and talk to you. She's a little camera shy, so we're going to keep the camera off, but you'll be able to hear her and hear a bit of her story and how she got involved in all this. And again, her and Neil are handling things over at the score table, if you will, and she's going to come in and join us. So stay tuned for that. And we'll take you back to a double look now. Talking to the girls in the restaurant there, and they've been steady through the day, which is nice. It's all part of keeping the bowlers. Got to keep them bowlers happy, I'll tell you. Good luck. Give you a bit of a closer view on some of the games here beside us. Many levels there. That's how you do that. Nice job, fella. I just want to high five him right now, but I'd hurt myself reaching over. But nice crowd here today. You know, the bowlers, but I mean, there's fans that are here supporting, you know, mom and dad and whatever. And a few changes up on the scoreboard. Let's get a better view of that. Big money bowl. Still some opportunity in there for those who can stay focused. Game up here in front of us with 3 strikes in a row. And this is the second game, I think. I can't remember. Wow, come on. Oof. Look at the try there. I've said it before, I'll say it again, but just lots of precision here. Lots of precision that goes on into this game. If you're watching us on our website, tvsn.ca, we do have a chat there. You're able to send us a message directly. We've got somebody from Windsor who's been watching for some time. You'll see other things about myself there as well. I do multiple things. If you need an event broadcast professionally, the Video Show Network, that's me. You can reach out. There's my info online. I also do a weekly show here online promoting events and the people in our community. You can find that on YouTube, The Show with David Burrows. And also we're broadcasting live on the Video Show Network on YouTube. And the sponsors, of course, a big part of helping make this a success today. Couldn't be done without them. Labatt's being the title sponsor, making a huge contribution to what you're seeing here today. So thank you to all the sponsors involved, as Jeff Wickens mentioned earlier. Whoa. And they're taking good care of me here as well. I had a nice breakfast this morning. Corey Coulter made me. I'm getting hungry there. Probably about time I ate something again. Boom, just like that. I make it look so easy. Couple of close calls here today as far as a perfect game. Steve Lewicki had an opportunity, didn't quite pull it off. Another gentleman that I missed catching his name was just about there. And took a spare in the final frame. $1,000 to the first person who does it today. Got me a nice comfy chair I stole from the bar. I don't want to. I've been here since 7 o'clock in the morning. That's a lot of standing. And just leaving that one pin up there. This new scoring system, though, as Jeff Wickens mentioned, it's you know, the bowlers that do it all the time, they keep score. But for the fun stuff like the rock and bowl that they have here, etc., people don't know how to keep score. And it just does so much to enhance the experience when you come here. As it should for a $450,000 investment. Easy for me to say. It's not my investment. But it does show the commitment that you know, Jeff and his mom and the Marcin Bowl owners. Wow, that's going to hurt a little, I think. Let's go take a look at this on lane 23 if I can get it up here quickly enough. It's a bit of a... Bit of a split here on 23. 2 on each side. Well, just take what you get, I guess, right? Trying to zoom in a little bit here more. We're not using the N2 lanes, so let's give you that. Maybe that helps. It's quite a vibe to be in this room, you know. I remember back in the 90s when I worked here, and the sound of the pins, and you can hear the sound of the machines. I believe they're the same machines. And Fred Austin, from years ago, worked here. He's passed now, but I remember him telling me the machine was, and I don't know how to fact check this if you want to try, but the machine was invented by Ernest Edenscrew. And has 5,000 movable parts. One machine, 5,000 movable parts. You wouldn't want to like look around and go, what's those extra pieces doing lying around? Thanks for the coffee. Don't have too much of that coffee, I'll tell you. Just a couple of games left to be completed here for part of the session. There's a two-handed thrower right there. See that once in a while. And my understanding is sometimes it's allowed and sometimes it's not. So I know they are allowing that here today. Wherever you're watching from, and I mean like we're on Facebook, on Marcin Bowl page. We're also live on the Video Show Network Facebook and my personal Facebook, David Burrows. And live on YouTube, the Video Show Network. And also on our website, tvsn.ca. We've got some from Windsor and Corunna. Hello, watching us there. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, they'll have the top half bowling at 9 a.m. And from there, they go head-to-head, and they're not quite sure just yet what the cutoff is. Thinking around 14 people will be the cash cutoff. Some of the updates there for you. The order of things. You can get all this information as well by going to tournamentbowl.com. Just looking for Marcin Big Money Bowl. Would love to know where you're watching from. Join us and say hello. Let us know. If you've got a particular bowler you're rooting for. be grabbing something to eat here soon. But in the meantime, if you're in the area, come on down here, stop at Marcin Bowl in Point Edward. And it really is exciting to watch. Now into the next frame of things. Next game, I should say. And after squad 2, currently in squad 3, but after squad 2, those are your standings right now. This is the top qualifying after. We'll go top 35. We'll go through those again for you. And again, after squad number 2, see Brandon Teddy, Jordan Croskery, and Brandon Gauthier in there. Oh. And we're just going to switch things up here. We'll come back to that. Yeah. And we got special guest here. You hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Darla. Sorry, I didn't catch your last name.
Dara.
Oh,
Sinclair.
Dara. I'm sorry. Dara.
Sinclair.
Oh, Sinclair. Okay. So Dave is your relation somehow?
No.
Isn't there a Dave? Oh, that's Dave Leclaire.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sinclair. Okay, there, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. But long day for you as well. Thanks so much for being here.
You're welcome.
You're the scorekeeper, stat keeper, all of the above?
Right. I put all the scores into the computer program that we
Yeah.
have. So the program is called tournamentbowl.com.
Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal program. You do your scoring, your brackets, you can do pots in it. It works really well. So.
Right. How long have you been doing that?
I've been using this program for 2 years, but I've been running tournaments for probably 30.
Wow, that's amazing. And so, like, paper and pencil days.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of erasing and readjusting, and
Yeah.
this makes it a little bit simpler there for you.
Much simpler, yes.
Yeah. How did you get involved in bowling?
Well, I bowled when I was a wee little tyke.
Yeah.
I started bowling when I was probably 5 or 6 down in Courtrai at
Okay.
Airy Lanes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I bowled there until I was about 16. Then I stopped bowling, as a lot of teenagers do.
Right.
And then when I met my current husband, I started back bowling again. So I was about 30 when I started back.
Okay. You still doing some bowling?
Yes.
Okay. We're here at Marcin, or?
So I bowl here at Marcin. I bowl in the Friday night league, and I bowl in the Sunday morning scratch league, and then I also bowl in Port Huron on Monday night every other week league. So
Oh, wow,
that's
you're-
at the Zebra Bar.
Oh, the Zebra Bar, right.
Yes.
Haven't been there in years.
Yeah.
Wow. You're busy with it then.
Yes, I'm also the association manager for Lambton County, so I do all of the stats and the awards and all of that.
Yeah.
I just started that position this year.
Okay. So, wow, you've got a lot going on. Are you retired or something?
I am. When I retired, I started doing that job.
Right, you needed to keep busy, did
Yeah.
you? Yeah. What's the, like obviously the competitiveness and the fun aspect to it, but there seems to be a real social
It's
side.
like a family.
Yeah.
There's a lot of camaraderie. It's everybody in the bowling community pretty much knows everyone else.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a real you're right, a camaraderie and a closeness there.
Yeah. Are you competitive or are you fun?
I'm probably more competitive.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. You didn't want to say that, but that's okay. I get it. What was it about bowling that attracted to you as a sport?
Well, it's something that you can do. My mother still bowls,
Oh wow.
so it's something that you can do, for as long as you want to, as long as. So it's fun in that regard,
Yeah.
and you can be as competitive as you want, or you can just be a fun bowler. It's all the same. It all
Yeah.
works out. So
Yeah.
it's nice that way.
It's great. I know you got to get back there and do some work. So, but thanks for taking just a few moments to
welcome.
talk to us here, and I'll let you get back. It was great to meet you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you
All
as
right,
well.
I'll take those back from you.
Okay.
All right. Dara joining us here, and again, somebody's got to look after all the scores and the stats, right? So that's what she does. Neil's over there supervising, I think. It's great to get these stories in, because there's just so much to the sport. I'm learning a lot just being here today. I knew a little bit about it from yours, but yeah. Thanks, Dara. All right, we're going to bring those scores back up again after squad number 2. Those are your standings on your screen. Thanks to Alexa Manser, who's the social media manager here at Marcin Bowl, and she's provided all of this for us. And like Dara said, you can also go to tournamentbowl.com for results. All right, so back to the bowling side of things. All right, well, I got to step out, place an order, but I'll be back. Stay with us. So into game 4 now, into the 5th frame, and there's some fun here, but there's definitely some competitiveness here. And other bowlers watching each other, cheering each other on, regardless of their positioning, right? tomorrow. Back here again as well, starting at 9 a.m. Hope you can make it by. Hope you'll come back and join us here. And wherever you're watching from on Facebook, we appreciate you giving us a follow. Click the like button or the love button and click the share button. It really helps us grow the sport, and it really helps us grow the algorithm here for the next time we do these things. And if you're watching on YouTube, we'll ask for the subscribe as well. And if you're watching on our website, tvsn.ca, thanks for being here. I hope you'll explore the website as well. There's some other things that I do there. And I'm curious, for those of you who are watching, where are you watching from? And what I don't just mean from the town that you're in, but are you watching on a mobile device? Are you watching, have you got us up on the big screen TV somewhere? Continue on. It's probably about 8 o'clock tonight, as this is number 4, game 4 of the third squad. I was calling it session, but I was also corrected. I should fix that. Chicken Caesar wrap coming my way. I'll tell you that right now. They've got great food here in the restaurant. Even if you're not bowling, like when they're open, like this is their last week. They will be getting ready to close for the summer, but Highway Bowl remains open. And, you know, the kids bowl free all summer at Highway Bowl. to be progressing a little faster, actually. I don't know if it's just me. But coming down into the ninth frame of the fourth game. Fourth game, ninth frame. There you go. Take a little closer look here on the first 12. First 12 lanes of 10 pin. Looking for the spare here on lane 24. There it is, just like that. Nice and simple. Nothing to it. On the other side of things, still a few games to go there as well, but coming into the 10th frame for most. I would say all, actually. It would be great to see somebody take that extra $1,000 into their pocket. Getting a perfect game. We'll have some standings at the end of this squad for sure, and some closeness happening out there, but I'm sure there'll be some big changes. There's been a lot of, there hasn't been really consistency. These are the standings right now after the second squad, I should say. The top 35. There you go. We'll keep you updated as we have the information. You can also go to tournamentbowl.com. Tournamentbowl.com, as Dara was talking about, software that she uses to keep things updated. another avid bowler and attached to bowling for 30 years. We can show you that, actually. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Your current standings online. And just waiting for a few more bowlers to ramp up. And we'll be getting into the fifth and final frame of Squad 3. All right, so welcome everybody. If you're just joining us, nice to have you here joining us at Marcin Bowl here in Point Edward, Ontario. For those of you who are maybe not local to us here, welcome. We've got Calgary, Alberta here today at Marcin Bowl. There's folks from Niagara Falls, Michigan, Edmonton, from very far away. And I know many who are watching from away as well. I know we've seen Windsor watching online, Calgary watching online. So thank you so much for being here. Just wrapping up the fourth game of the third squad. I was corrected. I was calling it session, but that's, there you go. So third squad here today. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from, and if you would take a moment and say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. If you've got a favorite bowler that you're rooting for, if I see it in the chat, I'll be sure to give it a shout out online. So I'm David Burrows, your commentator, doing the best I can based on the knowledge I don't have. But I've got a lot of people around me keeping me informed. Last time I threw a bowling ball was probably 1997. So it's been a while. And let me know, what's your experience with bowling? Are you a regular bowler? You're just not able to make it here? I'd love to chat with you online. Let us know, and we'll put those comments up. And now we'll take you back to the reason you're here to watch, which is not me. And now coming in and starting the fifth and final game. 5 games. Like that's a lot of throwing a bowling ball. A lot of throwing a bowling ball. So we've got, at least 20 balls a game. Do that 5 times. 15 pounds a ball. So Dave Leclerc here earlier saying, what was that, like a 2 tons of, I don't know. It's a lot of weight. I'm glad it's not me. I think I could probably do 1 game and have fun, but after that, this whole body of mine. I'm going to go over and check the chat after I asked everybody to say hello in the chat. Again, day 1 here, squad 3, into the 5th and final game of the squad. And we're happy to be here broadcasting this for you on the Video Show Network. Coming to you live from Marcin Bowl in Point Edward. Watching from home on the YouTube channel. Great job. Thanks, Chris. How you been? Appreciate you watching. Oh, yeah. She's hiding from the camera. What's that? I didn't hear you. Taking good care of me here, but they're hiding from the. I don't want to be on the camera. I get it. Dara was a little shy too, but. I get it. As we continue to broadcast, thank you. Got my. Oof. Like this thing is huge. coming into the fourth frame now here at Marcin Bowl. Fourth frame of the fifth and final game of Squad 3. And when this ends, we will stay online for you and bring you up to date. Wow. I'm going to take you over here and give you even a close-up look here if we can. Lane 23, just to the left of your screen there. Not happening. Those are tough, 7-10 split. If you're watching on Facebook, don't be afraid to put your nice comments there. We'll share them up on the screen. If you've got a bowler that you're rooting for, we'd love to know who it is. Art Oliver earlier shouting out to JoJo, why aren't you here? Well, if you're not here, why aren't you here? Chance to be back here tomorrow and just watch. If you're not involved, that's okay. You can still come and watch. Public welcome. Come on out and have some breakfast and lunch and dinner, whatever. Some beverages and enjoy yourself here at Marcin Bowl. Bit of a split over here again on 23. Not even just taking one out of there. Marcin Big Money Bowl. Big thank you again to the sponsors that have been a big part of making this happen. Labatt's being the title sponsor here today, and as Jeff mentioned earlier with our interview, as we spoke to him, lots of local support here. All a big part of the success of today's and tomorrow, the tournament that you're witnessing here. For those of you watching, say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. And I know Chris is watching on the YouTube channel and watching. I haven't been drinking, honestly. I quit that. Wow. There's a... Oh. Bam. Started off with a strike in the first and then the fourth and now in the sixth and the eighth. All different level of bowlers here, but definitely some high-scoring competitive bowlers. Jay's watching from Chatham in the office. Chatham in the office, are you supposed to be working? Or you are working and playing at the same time? We appreciate you being here regardless. Doing my chicken Caesar wrap. Oh, come on. Oh. Joys of working from home. I hear you. I'm a work from home kind of guy too. This is my office space today, but you have two friends in the tourney. Who's that? Jay Forbes and Chatham. Coming up to a tough split here on 23. We call that a small split. It's a split regardless. Oh, heck of an effort. Coming into the 10th frame here. Fifth game of the squad 3 to wrap things up for the day. But we'll be sticking around to give you the standings, of course, as well. Dara handling all that. Thanks to Jeff Wickens for having us here to broadcast this for you. And appreciated him giving us some of his time here to talk to us. Quite a family story there, and a history of Marcin Bowl, the house that Steve built. Recently taking that over the last few years. Keeping the name Marcin Bowl. I think there probably was discussion of, well, I know, do we keep the name? But it wasn't a long discussion, according to Jeff. It was like, I just wanted to keep the history here and show respect. So hence keeping the house that Steve built, which according to Dave LeClaire was built in 1957. Wow. Things starting to tidy up, quiet down a little bit. There's still a couple left in the 9th frame, but our left side here. Pretty much wrapping up. Hello, Mississauga. Facebook and YouTube and our website, tvsn.ca, where you can watch live online there, and you'll see some other stuff that I do as well. The squad, I feel it definitely went faster. Previous one ran a little longer at about just over 3 hours.
Winner of the 4th game, John Armstrong.
Just about to the end here. Just a couple more that hitting that 10th frame. pretty much. I think there's a couple balls left on the right side here. Yeah, a couple still left on the left. We'll hang around and we'll be sure to share those scores with you when we have them. Tough one. Starting to clean up the balls and hang up the towels. Whoops. And left there. There. Looking like that's a wrap for all the games yet. But we'll sit here for a little bit. Wrapping up the final squad of the day there, and bowlers will be looking online for scores. You can do that at tournamentbowl.com as well. Here's what we have for the update right now. But things still being tallied up. So that'll be the wrap up for today, the end of the day here, the $20,000 Money Bowl. So I want to thank everybody for coming in and watching here today. I'll be back here again tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We'll be live for the second half of the $20,000 Marcin Big Money Bowl. Whew. Lots of money on the line. First place, $20,000. Second, $10,000. Third, $5,000. Still an opportunity for a perfect game to take away $1,000 here as well. And things, well, they just rise up a little bit more here tomorrow. So I want to thank you all for being here. Please share this around to help spread the sport of bowling and the efforts of Marcin Bowl, Jeff Wickens and his family. And thanks you all for you as watching. To you for what? See, it's been a long day for me too. Thanks everybody. I'm David Burrows. Until next time. Till tomorrow morning. Bye for now.